We're here. It's 8:30. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Hope you're all doing well. I'm gonna post this out here as well. Ba-doop-a-doop-a-doop. Hey, Mr. Wolf, how are you doing? Where should I put this? Put it under, like, here, I guess? Sure, why not? Put it under the grab bag thingy. Hey Phil, how's it going? And Raphael, I hope you're both having a wonderful night. And you too, Tony. Of course, I want everyone to have a wonderful night. So let's go like this. Let's share this and copy this link. Close that, go to Discord. Boom, there we go. Okay, and then I'm gonna go to Twitter and put a tweet out as well, right? Why not? Okay. All right, and that's that, and that's that. And then boom, here we are, and then I can turn this off like so. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Look at that. We're here, and we're ready. And this is all working, I think, and you can hear me, I assume. Hello? Yes? I hope so. So we've got, of course, this set booster box. As you can see, the set booster boxes are now flat. They have gone to the smaller, essentially like mystery booster box kind of size boxes for the set boosters. They cut down on the shipping cost by a lot because they're not huge anymore. So the box that you ship them in to get 6 in a box is much smaller, of course, which is great. But they definitely, when you have them side by side with a draft booster box, oof, you can tell the difference. And it's the same with the packs. Like if you were to take 6 packs of this and the 6 packs out of here and hold them side by side, you'd see how much thinner these are than these. It's quite noticeable, actually, which is interesting. But these are the prize packs. So the set boosters are what's being given away with each pre-release kit as well. We've got 3 patrons who have asked for kits. I put the post up on Patreon asking patrons if they wanted kits. All 3 people replied, and 2 of them have paid me. 1 of them has not, but that's okay. I know that the other one is good for it, so we'll get that money from them. And I mean, I won't ship the cards out until I receive the payment anyway, and I'm gonna open the kits regardless, so I mean, it's really up to him, I guess, at that point. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna get into this first kit. This is gonna be for Eric, our good patron Eric, and then we're gonna open up 2 packs for Ghost Unit and 2 packs for Kazan. If any of my patrons out there watching live would like to also have kits open, just let me know in chat and we'll get there. But a kit and 2 packs per kit, basically. So the people who have bought 2 kits are going to get 4 set boosters in addition. So let's get in and see what we can find. Some good stuff, right? Some good stuff, hopefully. Toss. All right, we got our red die. Now, the patrons know that they get everything out of the kit except for the die, just because it makes the package too big to send. But they'll get all of the commons and uncommons, as well as rares and mythics and foils and all that good stuff. They'll also get, at minimum, 1 arena token per kit. So, like, if they've ordered 2 kits, I'll give them 1 code, because 1 code's all it's good for, unless they want the extras. Do I have extras? Of course I do, Raphael. Of course I do. So they each person's gonna get at least 1 code with their cards. If they want both, they can let me know and I'll give them both, of course, because like if they have, like, a family member who also plays and wants the code, by all means, right? They're their codes, so I'm gonna give them to them. But if they don't want them, I have ways to give them away to folks and stuff like that. So you know, I'd like to keep them and give them out to folks who need them and who like Arena and play Arena. So we're gonna kind of blow through the commons. Of course, we'll pull out any of like the showcase commons. I don't know if any of you have managed to play any yet. It is out on Arena now. You can play these cards on Arena now. But I played a sealed earlier today, and I went 7-1. And the one loss that I got was I built the deck. When I built the deck, a sealed deck, I built Is It. And I played the first game and got absolutely dumpstered. And I went, huh. And so then I went back and looked at the deck and changed it to Orzhov and then won 7 in a row without dropping a game. And I went, huh. I was like, stay true to yourself, folks, because I'm an Orzhov player. That's where I am. Hey, no worries. Don't even worry about it. Don't stress. Like, absolutely play at your LGS, right? If you can, right? How much funny money, Raphael? It's $39 Canadian, I believe, is what I put on the Patreon. Is what covers it. Yeah, $39 CAD or $30.75 US per kit, and that gives you the kit plus 2 set booster packs. Anyway, we got a Blood Tithe Collector. We got a Witherhorn Blessing. There's some bonkers cards in this, by the way. Like, just absolutely crazy commons and uncommons in this set. We've got Florian Voldaren Scion, the 3/3 first striker for 1, a black, and a red with first strike. It says, at the beginning of your post-combat main phase, look at the top X cards of your library, where X is the total amount of life your opponent lost this turn. Exile one of those cards and put it... I don't know what just happened. We lost a light somehow. I don't know how that... What is going on? Oh, I'm very concerned. Why? What? Okay. You good? You good, light? Oh, you're really not good. Okay. Okay, there we go. There we go. Woof. Woof. That's not a werewolf. That's right. And then there's these gorgeous forests. There it is. I don't know what that light... I don't know why that light just like randomly turned off on us. The interesting thing about these is you can't really see it too well in the light, but they are embossed. Like the color border that's around here is kind of like... It's like... It's got a sheen to it that the rest of the card doesn't have. It's really cool looking. And then you get 2 tokens in each pack. You get 1 flip card, guaranteed a flip card, and then a token, which is like weird to me. I mean, I fine. It just seems weird. Like, so that means that these packs are actually quite a bit bigger than normal packs as well, because you get an extra card in every booster pack. Interesting. Like, this card is very good. This is a very good card in Limited. I've been having a lot of fun with this card too, because it makes them discard 2 cards, but you also get a 2/2 zombie, which is very good, because there's a lot of things in this set that are like, do this thing, but also sack a creature to do it. We got Turn the Earth as the first uncommon here. Seize the Storm. Burly Breaker. Oh, what we've been skipping the flip cards too, haven't we? Which turns into Dire Strain Demolisher. So then the other thing to note here is that every pack, as far as I'm aware... Yeah, so... The first flip card we had was the Ecstatic Awakener, which flips into Awoken Demon. Okay. Second flip card we had was Lunarch Veteran, which flips into the Luminous Phantom. Okay. So every pack has a flip card in the common slot at the back. Every pack has a flip card in it at the back. Then you get a flip uncommon card in every pack, it seems. So like if you look here, we got Covetous Castaways there, right? In the first pack. Second pack we get the Burly Breaker. Our rare here is Memory Deluge. Now, what I noticed, though, when I was opening up another kit the other day was it looks like if you don't get the uncommon flip card, it's because you have a rare flip card. Well, the only rare flip cards out there are like some of like the werewolves and then also Arlen herself. So there you go. Memory Deluge. Look at the top X cards of your library, where X is the amount of mana spent to cast a spell. Put 2 of them into your hand and the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Flashback for 7. So for 4, you cast it and get to do 4 cards. And then when you flash it back, you get to do 7. That's a really strong card. It's a really strong card. Let's do this. Let's do this. Here's our rares. Here's our lands. A nice island. And then an insect and a checklist card token thing. Flashback is one of your favorite things. Deluge. Let's see what else we got here. Some really strong, like the limited games in this that I played. So many cards are just do so many cool things. A bait hook angler. We got an dissipate as our first uncommon. This card is bonkers. This is a sorcery speed reanimate spell that costs 1 less for each creature that died this turn. Which means it costs you 5, but really, it might only cost you a green and a black, right? And then when you flash it back, it still reduces its cost. It reduces the flashback cost. Very, very good card. Hey, look at that. There he is. There's that little man, the Delver of Secrets. Flips into the Insectile Aberration. At least in Singleton. Yeah, that's right. And we got Siphon Insight. Look at the top 2 cards of target opponent's library. Exile one of them face down and put the other on the bottom of that library. You may look at and play the exiled card as long as it remains exiled, and you may spend mana as though it were mana of any color to cast that spell. Flashback for 3. So it's funny, actually. My last game in my Arena Sealed that I did, I played an opponent who was playing Orzhov, and they were splashing both Florian and Siphon Insight. And by the time the game was over, they had, like, I think 10 lands in play, and none of them were blue or red. And I had made them discard both of those cards. And I was like, I don't understand how you're even playing these cards. But, I mean, obviously they must have had some sort of fixing or something, but, like, I was just like, I was very flabbergasted by the fact that they were splashing 2 colors into this Orzhov deck. I was like, 1 I can understand, but 2? Holy moly, what a greed. The greed is real. Anyway, look at that swamp. Just gorgeous. And we got another insect token. Good stuff, good stuff. This is for Eric, by the way. For those of you out there wondering, this is Eric's pre-release kit. I don't know if Eric is here in chat, but this is Eric's pre-release kit. We got Foul Play. The lands are amazing. The lands are absolutely amazing. So Foul Play is an interesting little removal spell, but it's conditional. Creature has to be 2 or less power, right? But then you get to investigate. Great. There's an uncommon removal spell for 2 mana, instant speed instead of sorcery speed, and it kills anything. Kills any creature, and all you do is lose 2 life. That's the stipulation. That's an insane removal card at uncommon. 2 mana, instant speed, destroy target creature, lose 2 life. I mean, we all remember Murderous Knight from Throne of Eldraine, right? That costs 3 mana to literally do the same thing, and it was a rare. And yeah, okay, it had a body on it as well that you could then play after the fact, but like, it cost you 2 life to destroy a creature. Now, it also gave you the stipulation of a Planeswalker as well, but it cost an additional black pip. I don't know. Clear shot? Ooh, there you go. Now, this is cool. So this is a showcase border flip card. And as you can see up here, it's got the sun in the corner here because it's the day. This is the day bound side, right? This card is very, very good and limited. I don't know how many people I got with this card because it's a 4/3 for 4. But when it attacks, if you block it, the creature blocking it gets -1/-1. I had so many opponents double block this to try and kill it, and then both their creatures died, and mine didn't die because of the -1/-1 effect. Because it applies it to every blocking creature, not just the first. Right? It's just silly. It's silly that it happens so often. And then it flips, of course, and you get the sweet moon in the top corner, which is gorgeous, right? And then it becomes a 5/4 that does the exact same thing, except that it then also has the ability that whenever a creature blocking this dies, that creature's controller loses 1 life, which is like pretty nice. And Slowkirk, the Over Slime. There you go, legendary Ooze. 3/3. Whenever a landed card is put into your graveyard from anywhere, put a 1/1 counter on it. Remove 3 1/1 counters from it and return it to its owner's hand. And when it leaves the battlefield, return up to 3 target lands from your graveyard to your hand. This is gonna get a bunch of build arounds, I'm sure, in Commander, right? It's just gonna happen. We got a mountain, gorgeous mountain. Look at that thing right there. We got a foil here. We got a foil Faithful Mending. This card is disgusting. This is a 2 mana, gain 2 life, draw 2 cards, discard 2 cards for instant speed. This is just a disgusting card. And it has flashback. So like you got some lands in your hand that you don't need? Give her. Faithful Mending for 2 mana. Gain 2 life, draw 2 cards, pitch your 2 lands that you don't need. Or pitch your cards that have flashback, or pitch your cards that have whatever the heck it's called. Whatever nonsense. Hey, we got a day token and a day and a night token. All right. What is that card? What is that ability called? Let's look. We gotta have something here, right? That has that ability. Disturb. Disturb is the new ability that it's like you play this card and then when you cast it from the graveyard for the disturb cost, you get the flip side of it. Really interesting, actually. Exiling graveyards is very strong in this format. Like being able to remove cards from graveyards, very strong in this format. Dayman, fighter of the night, man, champion of the sun. I mean, am I gonna get like flagged here by YouTube? Who knows? Maybe. Disturb seems really fun. Arcane Infusion. Obsessive Astronomer, that's the one. Root Coil Creeper. Oh, it's the Hostile. Hostile. Is that how you want me to pronounce it? Hostile. Which comes in and it can add a colorless, but you can pay a colorless and tap it and sack a creature and put a soul counter on here. Then if there are 3 or more soul counters on it, you can remove those counters and transform the land. Now you'll notice we didn't get an uncommon flip. It's because we got a rare flip. And in fact, it was a mythic flip, which turns into the Creeping In, which is whenever Creeping In attacks, you may exile a creature card from your graveyard. And if you do, each opponent loses X life and you gain X life, where X is the number of creature cards exiled with Creeping In. Creeping In phases out for 4 mana. You can just be like, nah, it doesn't die. It's here forever. Creeping In. All right, and we got an island. Cool. To note, it's the same art, unfortunately, but hey, there we are. There are apparently 2 arts of each full art land. I didn't know this, but apparently that's the case. We got another foil. We got a foil Consider. Look at those ridiculous islands that this person has. And then we got a lightning, or we got an elemental and a token thing. All right, Chris, last pack, but we did hit a mythic for you. Got that Creeping In, or the hostile, or whatever you want to call it. Ooh, there you go. The cool Haverstide Infiltrator. Harvest Tide, because there's 2 T's there. I was like, Harvest Tide, what the heck? Harvest Tide, there it is, got there. 3/2 trample, turns into a 4/4 trampler. Gorgeous little like alternate art. We got a Nabelgast Intruder as the first uncommon. Second uncommon is a Rite of Oblivion. Very good removal spell. 2 mana, sorcery speed, exile a thing, but you have to sack a permanent. Okay, there's lots of those little like zombies, like the 2/2 zombies that have decay. You get lots of those in this format. So having creatures to sack, not a problem, because those things are going to die after you attack with them anyway. So you might as well sack them for something like this. But it has flashback for 4, so you get to use this spell twice. And let me tell you, use it the first time and it sits in your bin, and if they don't have a way to get it out of your bin, it scares your opponents. It scares them. They don't play cards because they're like, oh, he just has an exile effect just sitting in the yard that he can just cast if I play anything good. And yeah, it really mucks with people. We got a Fangblade Brigand, which is a 3/4 for 4. Which turns into the Fangblade Eviscerator, which is a 4/5, which has pay 1 and a red, and it gets +1/+0 and gains first strike until end of turn, or pay 4 and 1, and creatures you control get +2/+0 until end of turn. Wow, that seems good. Team fire breathing is always a good thing, right? And then your rare is a Falconwrath Pit Fighter, which is a 2/1 for 1 mana. With an ability of 1 and a red that says discard a card, sack a vampire, draw 2 cards. Activate this only if your opponent lost life this turn. Seems good. This seems like a very good card for aristocrats. Wow. What a ridiculous card for aristocrats. That is very good. This is your kit, Eric. We're opening your kit right now. So you just got this rare. And then you got a forest. So we whiffed on the plains for you. You didn't get a plains out of your kit. You got 2 green, 2 blue, a black, and a red land. But you got another foil here? Foil Mythic Sigardian Savior. Okay. Okay, foil Mythic for you, Eric. Congratulations. You got a hostile, and now you got a Sigardian Savior. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Wait, do I have a foil Mythic? Got their human token. There it is. Wow. Wowie, wowie, wow. We gotta open up your set booster packs. So let's get into that, I guess. Let's go like this. Like this. AQ? Or is that supposed to be AC? Oh, it's redacted now. He was too excited. Eric was too excited. He typed something he didn't mean to type. All right. Okay. There's your 2 packs that go with your kit. Put that over there. Let's open up your set boosters here. These are so like loose. It's absurd. It's just, they feel like there shouldn't be cards in here. That's what it feels like. It feels like there shouldn't be cards in this pack. We got a sweet art card here. There it is. Ooh, a foil full art forest. That's gorgeous. There it is. Very nice. We just got some commons here. Nothing too exciting. We got a Diagraph Rebirth. I assume you want all your commons, right, Eric? You can let me know if you don't want them, but I'm assuming you want them all, so I'm keeping everything basically together. Dreadhound. Ooh, a Baneblade Scoundrel in the showcase art. This is the second showcase of this art you got, which is flips into, of course, the Baneclaw Marauder. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Ooh, another showcase art, but this one being the Shady Traveler, which is a 2/3 menace, which flips into a 4/4 menace, Stalking Predator. And then you got another flip card, which is a... Oh, I can put that there because it's a common. We got another common, which is just a flip card, common. Lunarch Veteran, which flips into the Luminous Phantom. And then your rare for the pack is a Willowgeist. Little 1/1 for 1 trample. Whenever one or more cards leaves your graveyard, put a 1/1 counter on Willowgeist. When it dies, you gain life equal to its power. Seems pretty good. Seems pretty good. And your foil is a Famished Foragers with just an Ooze token card. All right. Oh, we didn't show off your promo either. We got too excited by the foil mythic. Your promo's over here. We'll get to that in a second here. Okay, so you got Arlen. There you go. You got the Arlen art card. That's kind of cool. Now see here, this is like you get a basic land at the front, but it's not always foil. So you did get a plains though. We hit your plains here. That's good. You got one of every color. Very good stuff. We got just some commons here. Nothing too exciting. We got Dual Craft Trainer, Dryad Revival or Dryad's Revival, Bloodweaver. Okay, first flip card is a Village Watch, which flips into a Village Reavers. Second flip card is an Ecstatic Awakener, which is a 1/1 that flips into a 4/4. Good old Awoken Demon. And then the rare is the Curse of Shaken Faith. Ye of Shaken Faith. And then your foil is an Unnatural Moonrise. It becomes night. Until end of turn, target creature gets +1/+0 and gains trample, and whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. That seems pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So there you go. And look at this. I'm never gonna be able to write your name on this because this is black, so I need to get my silver Sharpie out here. Here we go. So this is gonna be Eric. There we go, Eric. Eric. All right, we're gonna put these in here like this. Don't worry, we're gonna get to this. You also would like your. I don't know where I put that now. Where did I put it? There it is. You want your arena code, right, Eric? Tell me that as well. I assume you do. So I've got it there for you. So I'm hoping that you do want it. Foils, lands. Why are you like this, lands? My goodness. You don't want it? Okay. All right. Then I will keep it and I will give it away to someone else. All right, that goes over there. By that I mean the code goes over there. The promo doesn't go over there. The promo is a Briar Bridge Tracker, which is the 2/3 that says when it comes into play, investigate. And then as long as you control a token, it gets +2/+0. So it's a 2/3 for 3 mana with vigilance, but it's actually a 4/3 for vigilance as long as you don't sack that clue token. I have a silver Sharpie. You want me to sign in silver next time? So I mean, I can if you want. The reason I don't sign in silver is because the silver marker is like not fine tip at all. Like look at how much this like bleeds out basically, like stroke wise, right? It's not a thin marker, it's thick, so it's very hard to sign with because it basically just makes things look like blobs. I'm not a huge fan of it, which is why I don't sign with it. Where am I putting your thing here, Eric? Right there. That's fine. These is just a token pile, so it can just go there. And that's Eric's thingy. I mean, like I can try it for you, right? Like I can try it for you for sure, but that's the reason I don't normally sign with it, because it just kind of it's not fine tip enough. We're gonna do Ghost Unit next. I don't know if Ghost Unit's here, but we're gonna do Ghost Unit next. Ghost Unit asked for 2 kits. I should have probably messaged him, but I didn't. Anyway, here we are. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Ghost Unit wanted 2 kits. Let's find out what Ghost Unit gets. Should I do the thing? I should do the thing this time, right? We'll open 1 kit first, right? But I should do the thing where I show you the comparison of the packs. There's the die. Good old green die. There's our promo card. There's our arena code. What I should do is I should do this. Put the arena code like this. There we go. Hey, No Name Senor, how's it going? There we go. Now it's like underneath the thing. We don't need you on there. Let's take these out of here. Let's go here. Let's take these. Get this set booster box. For those of you who just tuned in, The set booster boxes are like this now. They're flat. They're not big squares anymore. The dice are oversized in the bundles, not in the pre-release kits. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So Ghost Unit only gets 2 packs, but I'm taking 6 out just to show you the difference in these. So this is booster packs. Look at how thick that is. That is me pinching those. Are you ready? Like, I can't even... They don't even... It doesn't even compare. It's almost an entire booster pack less. It's very hard to see because these are so friggin' loose. Alright? Like... I'm trying to, like, keep them flat. Like, put my thumb across both packs, right? Like, it's almost an entire pack less. Like, crazy, right? Silly. It's a silly thing. 2 of those go back over there. These will be Ghost Unit's extra packs. Let's see what Ghost Unit gets. Let's see what Ghost Unit walks away with. Okay, we got a Stromkirk Blood Thief, a Unnatural Moonrise. Ooh, no flip card, so we got a flip rare in this pack. All right, that's how this works. No flip card here. The flip card was in the common section. See, you got the flip card here, Harvesttide Infiltrator, which flips into the Harvesttide Assailant. No uncommon flip card, which means it's a rare flip card. So we've got Seize the Storm, and then our flip card rare is Denick, Pious Apprentice, which flips into Denick, Pious Apparition. Little 3/2 flyer. Whenever one or more creature cards are put into your graveyards from anywhere, investigate. This ability only triggers once each turn, and then if it would be put into a graveyard from anywhere, exile it instead. Which is interesting. So the interesting thing about this is that this says if it would be put into a graveyard from anywhere, exile it instead. If you put it into your hand, it becomes this creature again, which then means now you can just play it, and then it's this creature in your graveyard again, which then means you can just disturb it again to get this back. Very interesting. Very interesting how they've done that. We've got a forest here. Gorgeous forest. Oh, okay. A foil showcase border Denick, Pious Apprentice. That's kind of strange. Whoa, the art on this is really cool. Like, look at that. This is really cool art on here. The black and white motif that they went with for this one is very nice. It's very nice. If you open that in a sealed pool like that you were playing, your opponents would expect the first one. They would not expect the second one. Let me tell you. Which wouldn't happen. Alright, so we've got a Tireless Hauler in the alternate art here. It looks like the showcase borders are only on flip cards. Is that what I'm understanding? It looks like that's the case. So Tireless Hauler. We've got a Moon Silver Key, a Borrowed Time, and a Village Watch in the showcase. So 2 showcase border cards in this pack. No flip rare in this pack, but a flip uncommon here, Village Reavers. Oh, okay, just a showcase Jadar Ghoul Caller of Nephalia. Nephalia? That must be it, right? A 1/1 for 2. This is the beginning of your end step. If you control no creatures with Decayed, create a 2/2 black zombie creature with Decayed. Okay. And a Plains. And an ad. We're back on this, are we? Are we? Wizards? Wizards? Come on. You've done you haven't put an ad card in your sets for the last 3 sets. Why are we back on this? Why are we back on this of like, why does it have to be an ad on both sides? Can't it be an ad on one side and something useful on the other side? Like, I don't get it. They're they're printing a card that is literally going to be chucked in the garbage. It's so wasteful. And like, don't get me wrong, like Magic is not a product that you can open and worry about being wasteful. The packaging is all terrible. It's extremely wasteful. But like, you got to do what you can, right? You got to do what you can. They've been trying to reduce their cardboard on their commander decks and the plastic on their commander decks, but then they print just a card that has nothing. It's just an ad. I'm sorry. I get bent out of shape over these ads because they don't need to be an ad on both sides. They don't need to print an ad on both sides. Get out of here. Get out of here, Wizards. We don't need that. We don't need that. Phantom Carriage. Blade Stitched Scab. Oh, the scabs are back. Oh, there's zombies you control get +1/+0. Yeah. Chaplain of Alms, which turns into Chapel Shieldgeist. A 2/1 flying first strike. Each creature you control has ward 1. Wow, that's strong. How does this... Is this a disturb? It is. So this is a 1/1 with ward 1 and disturb 4. That's really strong. Okay. We got a Sludge Monster as the rare here. There it is. Sludge Monster. Great little card. Enters battlefield or attacks. Put a slime counter on up to one other target creature. Non-horror creatures with slime counters on them lose all abilities and have base power and toughness 2/2. The ad should also be tokens. This is my point, right? Look at that gorgeous swamp. That is what I'm talking about right there. Dan Mumford, you have done it. Good job. Beast token and a thingy. A beast token and a thingy. All right. Okay, there's our flip card. The Shady Traveler, which flips into Stalking Predator. We've got a Ritual of Hope. Lunar Frenzy. Devoted Graph Keeper, which is a 2/1 for 2 and disturb of 3. And it says when it enters battlefield, mill 2 cards. Whenever you cast a spell from your graveyard, tap target creature you don't control. And then when it comes back as a 3/1 flyer that says it can't block, it can only block creatures with flying, and that's it. It's just a 3/1 flyer, which is not too shabby. It's not too shabby. The rare is Angel Fire Ignition, which is a 3-mana sorcery. Put 2 1/1 counters on target creature. It gains Vigilance, Trample, Lifelink, Indestructible, and Haste until end of turn. Flashback for 4. Flashing this back, so essentially casting this and then flashing it back for 4 is actually fairly good value, right? Like that's only 7 mana to do it twice. Normally when you see something with flashback, it costs quite a bit more than just 1 more mana than what the spell cost originally. So it's not too bad, not too shabby. We got a Plains here, gorgeous looking plane. What is happening? So the first pack had Dennick and foil Dennick, and this pack had Angel Fire Ignition and foil Angel Fire Ignition. I'm very confused. I am very, very confused. Very, very confused. We've got a Morning Patrol, which flips into the Morning Apparition. We've got a Ghoulish Procession, a Flesh Taker. Look at this. Look at this. I won the back off of this card so many times in my arena battles. We've got a Flame Channeler, which is a 2/2. This is whenever when a spell you control deals damage, transform Flame Channeler. With an Embodiment of Flame. And it's a 3/3 that says whenever a spell you control deals damage, put a flame counter on Embodiment of Flame. Pay 1, remove all flame counters from Embodiment of Flame, exile the top card of your library. You may play that card. why would you put any more than one flame counter on it? It doesn't change the number of cards. Hey, Kitchen Fink, how's it going? I don't understand. But your rare for this pack is Vadric Astral Archmage. Little 1/2 that says if it's neither neither day nor night, it becomes day as Vadric Astral enters the battlefield. Instants and sorcery spells you cast cost X less to cast, where X is Vadric's power. Whenever day becomes night or night becomes day, put a 1/1 counter on Vadric. Vadric. There's the other swamp. So we got both the swamp arts, and that's pretty cool. And then a beast token and all that good stuff. All right. I'm super excited to see these packs because I am a huge fan of Innistrad. Like just like this, like, God, the art and the aesthetics, so good. Remove a counter. It's remove a counter. Oh, remove a flame counter. Oh, okay, that makes more sense. Yeah, okay. I was so confused. Thank you for clarifying, well, Tony. I was like, why would I remove all of the counters and only do one card? I don't understand. We've got a Harvest Tide Infiltrator. There it is. How much? How much what? You mean for the kits? They're 39 Canadian or $30.75 American. That comes with two set booster packs per kit. Ominous Roost. Look, making little burbs. Sunrise Cavalier. Ooh, we got a rare flip card in this pack. Defend the Celestis. I don't know how that's saying. Distribute 3 1/1 counters among 1, 2, or 3 target creatures you control. That seems very strong for 4 mana instant speed. That's a really good trick, actually. You could blow somebody out with these pretty good. Ooh, we got a flip showcase rare. Tovolar's Huntmaster. So when it enters battlefield, create 2/2/2 green wolf creature tokens, and it's a 6/6 for 6. So this is the new Grave Titan, right? Is that what I was hearing? People were saying that this is basically like Grave Titan because it makes 2/2s when it comes in, and it's a 6/6 for 6. So this is green Grave Titan, and you're like, oh, but it doesn't make them on attack. Well, let's flip to the backside. Whenever this enters battlefield or attacks, create 2/2/2 green wolf tokens. And then you can just pay 4 and fight a thing. Yeah, it's just green. It's just green Grave Titan. That's all it is. And then you got an island and a clue token and a thingy. All right. What do we got here? Promo card for this kit. Ooh. Okay, so this is a Ludovic Necrogenesis. Whenever it enters the battlefield or attacks, mill a card. You can pay X, 2 blue, 2 black, exile X creature cards from your graveyard, transform Ludovic. X can't be 0, activate only as a sorcery. I'm not going to open this to show you what the backside of this, because this is Ghost Unit's promo card, and I like to leave them nice and minty fresh for you, so that way we don't deal with you like the Wolf Titan? I think most people do, let's be honest. I think the Wolf Titan is pretty sweet. It's basically a mythic, right? I mean, like, Grave Titan's a mythic, right? Grave Titan is a mythic. And Tovolar Huntmaster is basically Grave Titan, except on the front side, I guess. But, like, if you reanimate it, it still makes 2 tokens when it enters the battlefield, right? I mean, right? All right. Here we go. Let's open this bad boy up. What do we got here? What do we got? What do we got going on here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, and there's our flip card is a Shady Traveler. Flips into Stalking Predator. We got a Firmament Sage. Yeah, all right. Unnatural Moonrise. Baneblade Scoundrel. This is the one that I was talking about. The 4/3 that gives things -1, -1, and then when you flip it over, it's now a 5/4 that gives things -1, -1 when they block. And then if the things die, they lose life, which is pretty cool. And the rare for this pack is an Unnatural Growth. I had this in my sealed pool and I did not run it because it is 4 green pips, and if you're not heavy into green, you're not playing this card in limited. It's just not happening. It's a really cool card, don't get me wrong. Really cool, can be really strong in the right deck. If you don't have heavy green, it's not going to work out. It's not going to work out for you. And that's why I didn't run it, because my green pool was absolutely abysmal. As you heard, I ran Izzet first, and then I switched to Orzhov. And the reason for that is because the green was so bad. I just didn't run any green. All right, what do we got here? We got the flip guy is the Morning Patrol, which flips into the Morning Apparition. I like the fact that you get 2 flip cards in every pack now. It's kind of cool. I like the fact that they've added more flip cards per pack, basically. Ritual of Hope, Lunar Frenzy, Burly Breaker, which flips into Dire Strain Demolisher, little 8/7 with Ward 3, and your rare is a Rem Carolus Stalwart Slayer, a 2/3 flying haste for 3 mana that says if a spell would deal damage to you or another permanent you control, prevent that damage. If a spell would deal damage to an opponent or a permanent an opponent controls, it deals that much damage at +1. This is going to be a hilarious card in Commander because it's going to make all of your opponents shoot each other for more damage. But not you. But not you. We got that island. There it is. Ooze token. Gisela. Oof. You think is Gisela printed in this set? I don't even know. I honestly don't know. We've got the Tavern Ruffian, which is a 2/5 for 4, which is pretty beefy. And it turns into a 6/5 if you flip it. So it gets pretty big. We got an Ominous Roost, a Blade Stitched Scab again. We got the Chaplain of Alms, which flips into that wonderful Chapel Shieldgeist, which gives all your creatures Ward 1, and it's Flying First Strike. 2/1 seems good. Ooh, there you go. We got an extended art or borderless Shipwreck Marsh, which is the new lands that they've made for this set, which are gorgeous. And they're actually really good lands, in my opinion, because they enter the battlefield tapped unless you control 2 or more other lands. So you're right. They're not good early turn. I'll give you that. But let's be honest, unless you have a 1-drop or a 2-drop and you're relying heavily on these are perfectly fine. Because chances are you're going to play it on turn 1, tapped, no big deal. Then it untaps and you get to use it on turn 2. Or you're playing it on turn 3 and it's playing untapped anyway. So like the only turn that these cards are not optimal to be played is 2. Oh, absolutely, Kitchen Fink. Yeah, by all means. Just let me know if you want to send me the money on PayPal. We can definitely get you a kit opened after this. We got a Mountain. Oh, that's gorgeous. Holy moly, look at that art. That's really cool with like the sun like through the clouds basically. Very cool looking. Very, very cool looking. Okay, we've got they reprinted Duress in this set? I had no idea. No idea that Duress was in this set. Not a clue. We got an Ecstatic Awakener, which turns into the Awoken Demon. Dual Craft Trainer, very good card. Very good card. Rite of Oblivion, also very good. And then we've got a Vengeful Strangler, which is a 2/1 for 2 that says it can't block. And then when it dies, return it to the battlefield transformed under your control. And it comes in as an enchantment. And it says enchanted creature. It's an enchant aura. Enchant creatures or planeswalkers and opponent controls. And it says at the beginning of your upkeep, enchanted permanent controller sacrifices a non-land permanent and loses 1 life. So they either sack the creature that you put this on, or they sack another permanent and lose a life, or they sack the creature and still lose a life. Like, they still lose a life regardless. And the rare for this one is a Slaughter Specialist, which is a 3/3 for 2 mana. That says it enters the battlefield, each opponent creates a 1/1 white human creature token, and whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, put a 1/1 counter on Slaughter Specialist. This is a really cool card. It's a 3/3 for 2 mana that gives your opponent a 1/1, but it says each opponent, so they've designed it so that it can cover things for like Commander when you're playing a multiplayer format. It's pretty neat. Pretty neat in that sense. We got a mountain here, gorgeous mountain, and a zombie token. All right, what do we got? I use my phone as this camera, so if you send the money, Kitchen Fink, I won't get an email or anything like on, because my phone is up here, so I won't see it or hear it. So just let me know in chat. Our first flip card is the Lunarch Veteran, which flips into the Luminous Phantom. We've got a Necrosynthesis enchantment aura. Whenever another creature dies, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. When an enchanted creature dies, look at the top X cards of your library where X is power. Put one of those cards into your hand and the rest on the bottom. Wow, that seems very strong. Brood Weaver. All right, our first showcase flip card from this kit. And it is a Bane Blade Scoundrel, the 4/3 that turns into the 5/4, gives -1/-1, all that good stuff. And then the rare for this pack is a Briar Bridge Tracker, which was the promo card from the other kit. Not from your kit, Ghost Unit, but from Eric's kit. There we go. Briar Bridge Tracker. We got a swamp here. Gorgeous art on that swamp. And a foil. Finally a foil. We got a Defenstrate. Or Defenstrate? I don't know. Defenstrate? I don't know how you pronounce this. This is actually not a bad little removal spell. Instant speed, 3 mana, destroy target creature without flying. I'm kind of happy that they started printing things like this. Yeah, it costs 1 more than like Plummet that destroys a creature that is flying, but like that's okay. There's a lot more creatures on the ground than there are in the air most of the time. Most of the time. That doesn't mean that there, isn't. Also, just so we're clear, this is cool. This is a reprint from the Guilds of Ravnica set. It's Devious Cover-Up. And the Scarecrow is actually a corpse. Widow's Weber's new Scarecrows seemed to attract more crows than it scared off. It's a corpse! Hiding the corpse as a Scarecrow. That is very devious. Very, very devious. We've got a Tavern Ruffian flipping into the Tavern Smasher. We've got a Scab Wrangler. Wrangle those scabs. Join the dance! There you go. Create 2 1/1 white human creature tokens. Flashback for 5. Our flip card for the uncommon slot is the Fangblade Brigand, which flips into the Fangblade Eviscerator. And the rare from this pack is a Sungold Sentinel. Whenever Sungold Sentinel enters the battlefield or attacks, exile up to 1 target card from a graveyard. And then Coven, pay 2. Choose a color. Sungold Sentinel gains hexproof from that color until end of turn and can't be blocked by creatures of that color until this turn. Activate only if you control 3 or more creatures with different powers. So that's what Coven means, just so that we're clear. The last sentence here, activate only if you control 3 or more creatures with different powers. That's what Coven means. So there you go. Last rare from that pack. Another Plains here, gorgeous. And another foil. We got a foil flip card, the Fangblade Brigand. Oh, and we got a Teferi emblem. That's kind of cool. There you go. And the promo for this pack. Ba-boom. Ooh, Lisa or Lisa. I don't know how you pronounce this one. I think it's Lisa, right? Lisa. So 4/5 flying lifelink. Whenever another non-token creature you control dies, return that card to its owner's hand at the beginning of the next end step. If a creature an opponent controls would die, exile it instead. Very strong. Very strong commander card. Okay, so just give me 2 seconds here. We're gonna just kind of clean up the board state here a little bit, and by that I mean I'm gonna put these commons into this box. That's all I'm doing at the moment. Then we'll open up these packs here. So that is the okay. So there's that, and this is the other code. So Ghost Unit, you can message me and let me know if you want these codes or not. I'm gonna leave them both in with your kit stuff for now. And if you don't want them, just let me know and I will keep them off to the side and all that good stuff. Set booster number 1 for Ghost Unit for their first pre-release kit. We got a sweet Unnatural Moonrise art card. We got a forest here. Good old forest. We got Flip the Switch. Commons here. A couple commons. We got a Cathartic Pyre. This is the very good uncommon. Very, very good uncommon. This is the first one we've seen all night. 2 mana, instant speed, deal 3 damage to a target creature or planeswalker. Very good at instant speed. But it also has a second option, which is discard up to 2 cards, then draw that many cards. So you don't even have to discard 2. You can discard 1 if you want and draw 1. Like, seems really strong. Okay, we've got a Purifying Dragon, which is a 4/3 for 5. When it attacks, it deals 1 damage to target creature defending player controls. If that creature is a zombie, it deals 2 damage instead. There it is. Ooh, we got a alternate art Candle Grove Witch, which is cool. Wait, is that a flip card? That's not a flip card. That's just an alt. Wow, so there are showcase border of cards that are not flip cards. Okay. We got a Dawnheart Wardens. Again, another one that's not a flip card. So these are the first non-flip showcase cards we've seen. That's kind of interesting. Dawnguard Wardens. Tireless Hauler, which is a flip card. Here we go. Flip card. Dire Strain Brawler right there. And ooh, baby. Leer, Disciple of the Drowned. There it is. Spells can't be countered, and each instant or sorcery card in your graveyard has flashback. The flashback cost is equal to that card's mana cost. That's a spicy meatball. That's a spicy meatball. And we got a foil Bounding Wolf. Foil Bounding Wolf and a human token. Just a human token. Don't worry about it. It's just a little human. It didn't hurt anybody, right? Didn't hurt anybody. Who do we got here? Lord of the Ulvenwald. Look at that. Got that forest. Commons here. Oh, there we go. Okay. This is the uncommon I was talking about. Infernal Grasp. This is a 2 mana instant that just says destroy target creature. You lose 2 life. This is Doomblade with no stipulation. Everybody knows how good Doomblade is, right? Doomblade is very good. So I mean, can't complain about that. Foul play. See, and this is the thing, right? These 2 removal spells exist, both for 2 mana, 1 instant speed, 1 sorcery speed. Why would you ever play Foul Play over Infernal Grasp? You wouldn't ever. You might play both, but you wouldn't play it over. You know what I mean? Like, it just doesn't make sense. Voldaren Ambusher. Ooh, we got Kessig Naturalist, which is the 2/2. This is whenever it attacks, add a red or a green until end of turn. You don't lose this mana as steps end, phases end, and that's the day side. And the night side of it is the Lord of the Ulvenwald, which is wait, is that this card? That's this card, right? Yeah, that's so. This is the art on the card. This is the showcase art. There you go. Other werewolves you control get +1/+1, and whenever it attacks, you get a red or a green. Cool. Very cool. And we got a Candle Grove Witch again, another one. There it is. And a Tavern Ruffian, which flips into, of course, the Tavern Smasher. Tavern Smash. Another Mythic? Wow. Intrepid Adversary. 3/1 for 2, 1 and a white, lifelink. When it enters the battlefield, you may pay 1 and a white any number of times. When you pay this cost 1 or more times, put that many Valor counters on Intrepid Adversary. Creatures you control get +1/+1 for each Valor counter on Intrepid Adversary. Mythics. Wow. Foil Rotten Reunion. And another ad card. Junk. It's just garbage. Just throw it away. Just junk it. That's the sound effect I need on the board, right? Just junk it. Ooh, that's cool. So that's Tovalor, Dire Overlord. That's the green No, that's not the green guy. What? I don't even know who this is, but like there it is. That's cool looking. Got that swamp. Stuffed bear. These are the commons. Uncommons, we got a Winterhorn Blessing. Got a Root Coil Creeper. Tavern Ruffian again. We're not going to flip it over again. Covetous Castaway, which flips into the Ghostly Castigator. And then a... Oops. Tireless Hauler, which we don't need to flip again as well. Rare for this pack is a Curse of Surveillance, which is a 4-mana enchant player aura. At the beginning of enchanted player's upkeep, any number of target players other than the player each draw cards equal to the number of curses attached to that player. Fun times. Fun times. And a foil Stromkirk Blood Thief with a zombie token. All right, last but not least, set booster pack for Ghost Unit. Let's see what we get. We haven't seen a list card yet. What do we got? Dryad's Revival as the art. Oh, it's running 7. Right? There it is. Got that swamp. We haven't seen another foil land yet either out of these set boosters. I was hoping we would see more. Stromkirk Blood Chief, or Blood Thief, I should say. Blood Tithe Collector. We've got a Dawnheart Rejuvenator in the showcase art. We've got a Tireless Hauler. A Morning Patrol. And the rare for the pack is Hallowed Respite. Or Hallowed Respite. I don't know how you want to pronounce it, but there it is. Exile target non-legendary creature, then return it to the battlefield under its owner's control. If it entered under your control, put a 1/1 counter on it, otherwise tap it. So you can bounce your opponent's things, tap them down, and it has flashback for 2 and like 1 and a white blue. That's not too shabby. And then a foil Hound Tamer, which is a trample 3/3 that says put a 1/1 counter on target creature, and then on the back side it is a Untamed Pup, which is a 4/4 with trample, and it says other werewolves you control have trample, and then you can pay 4 to put a 1/1 counter on target creature. Same idea, still there. And then you got the Burb token. Burb is a word. I said burb, but burb is a word. Okay, so that is yours, and all of this is yours. This is gonna take me a while to figure out how I'm gonna mail this all to you because there's so much stuff here. I'm gonna have to sort it all out and figure it all out and figure out how I can ship it to you without it costing me an arm and a leg. So that goes there. Those go there. That goes there. We close that up. We get our Sharpie out. Where's our Sharpie? And we say, this is Ghost Unit. And this is Ghost Unit. There we go. Got there. Got there, everybody. Got there. Okay. We still have more to go here. Okay, we've got 2 more kits. These kits are for Kazan. These are for Kazan. Let me just go check my emails here real quick. Okay. All right. So, Kitchen Fink, I haven't received anything from you on PayPal, it looks like. I don't know. All right, have a great night, Raphael. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you being here. We got 2 more kits to go here. Yes, I can absolutely see it. Are you not hearing me respond? Is what's happening here? Okay, perfect. Sorted out. We got that blue die. There it is. there's that. There's that. And don't worry, I never think anybody in chat is being needy. That's not a thing that I ever think of. I just assume that something has gone hinky with the chat delay and all that nonsense. These can go over here for the moment. All right, let's do this. All right, Khazan, first kit. First kit. What are we gonna see? What are we gonna see? What are we gonna see? What are we hoping for, chat? Tell me what we want to see. What do we want to see for Khazan? Oh, we've got Bird Admirer. This is a sad card. Okay, so this is Bird Admirer, and it says here she won't rest until she's collected specimens of every bird on Innistrad. And then she flips into Winged Shredder. Night, her hunger won't be sated until she's tasted every bird on Innistrad. Oh no. Bad News Bears, Sunset Revelry, Dryad's Revival, Chaplain of Alms, which flips into the Chapel Shieldgeist, and ooh, we got the Board Wrath. Wrath the Board, Vanquish the Horde. I got blown out by this in my sealed event earlier. Like it, and by blown out, I mean, yeah, it's the Nerdvana one. That's correct. Kitchen Pink. I got blown out by this in the sealed event, but and by blown out, I mean they casted and killed like 4 of my things and 1 of their own because I had more board presence than them. And then I just promptly rebuilt my board with all the cards I had sandbagged in my hand because I was on only 4 mana, and so I was only casting 1 spell a turn. So you know, it's just be careful with your board wipes, folks. When your opponent is stuck on lands, board wiping when only 4 creatures are in play, I mean, I guess it kind of saved them a bit, I guess. But at the same time, like, not so much. Because I just had a whole bunch of creatures in my hand. And they were on, like, the dregs of their deck, basically, at that point. We've got a Gale Drifter, which is a 3/2 flyer for 4, but it has Disturb for 5, and it comes back as a 2/2. And that's it. So it's just a 3/2 that comes back as a 2/2. I haven't quite understood the purpose of this card yet. The fact that it comes back as a smaller creature than it came in as, and yes, it's a flyer, but like it also costs you 1 more mana than what it costs for this to disturb it. I don't know. It just seems lackluster to me. In limited, trading 1 card for a few is very good. Yes, I agree with you, but they didn't trade 1 card. They traded 2. They traded their removal spell and their creature that was on board for 4 of my creatures. Now they still, you know, 2 for 4'd me, so it's double up, which is good. But at the same time, when I'm stuck on lands and I'm playing only 1 spell every turn, and you've emptied your hand and then raft the board, something's up. You know what I mean? Like, things aren't gonna be going your way probably. Dreadhound, join the dance. A Flame Channeler. Ooh, there we go. Mythic Moonveil Regent. This is an interesting card. I got this in my limited pool as well, and that's why I tried to play Is It to start. And it doesn't seem like it's very good in this limited format currently. I'm sure there's some weird crazy draft deck that you could build with this card, but in sealed it's not as good, right? Because you might not have the fixing, you might not have the permanents that make this better, because as you can see here, it says when it dies, it deals X damage to any target, where X is the number of colors among permanents you control. So it's only going to do 5 at most, right? And it's whenever you cast a spell, you may discard your hand, and if you do, draw a card for each of that spell's colors. Whenever you cast a spell, you may discard your hand. Yeah. So you can discard your hand and draw cards equal to that spell's colors, but that spell chances are is only like a 2-color spell. There are no 3-color spells in this limited format. So you're going to draw 2 cards at best, right? And sure, maybe if you're discarding 1 or 0 cards, that's great. Sounds good. It's just a 4/4 flyer for 4, which is not bad. 4/4 flyer for 4 in limited is not bad, but it didn't work out for me. It didn't pan out. I think you're going to see some really cool build arounds with this card, though, for sure. We got a nice mountain here and an ad card. Good old ad cards. Who likes ad cards? Nobody likes ad cards. Who likes ad cards? Nobody likes ad cards. All right, let's do this. What do we got here? Okay, we've got a Ecstatic Awakener, right, as our flip card. Field of Ruin is back. Remember Field of Ruin? Everyone remembers Field of Ruin. They needed to reprint this card into the set because of all of the nonsense going on with all the man lands that exist. We've got an Infernal Grasp, which is the great removal spell. We've got a Covert Cut Purse, which is a 2/1 for 3 that says when it enters battlefield, destroy target creature you don't control that was dealt damage this turn. Very good. And it flips into Covert Geist, which is a flying Death Touch 2/2, and that's it. But flying Death Touch 2/2 seems pretty good. We've got a Ghoul Caller's Harvest. For 2 mana, create X 2/2 black zombie creature tokens with Decayed, where X is half the number of creature cards in your graveyard rounded down. Rounded up, I should say. My goodness. And then flashback for 5. Seems good. Seems like a really cool card for a Golgari Grave deck, right? Definitely. A nice swamp card and a spirit and a token flip card. All right, so we've hit a mythic here for you, though. That's not too shabby. Not too shabby. Let's see what else we get. What else are we going to find? Ooh. All right, our first showcase common. There it is, Dawnheart Rejuvenator. We got a flip card, Lunarch Veteran, right? Firmament Sage, Corpse Cobble, Covetous Castaway. Rare is the Bloodline Culling, which is a 3-mana instant. Choose one. Target creature gets -5/-5 until end of turn, or creature tokens get -2/-2 until end of turn. Very cool. Situational removal and / board wipe seems decent. Forest token and a foil mountain. These lands in foil are absolutely gorgeous. Holy moly. Gosh golly gee, everybody. I guess I'm gonna have to buy a bunch of foil Innistrad lands now, because gosh dang are they gorgeous. Flip card is the Tavern Ruffian. We got Odric's Outrider. Play with Fire. We got an Outland Liberator, which is the flip card in showcase order here. It's a 2/2. It says pay 1, sacrifice it, destroy target artifact or enchantment. You thought this was happening next week? No way, man. It's happening right now. We already opened your kits. I've got them all piled up over there. So you've missed your video, unfortunately. I apologize. I know I didn't give a lot of notice, but yeah, I wanted to get it done tonight because, well, put it this way. Every Thursday night, I generally stream Among Us with a group of other content creators, like Magic the Gathering content creators and stuff. I stream it over on Twitch, and it fell through tonight. The group didn't have enough players to play tonight, so I was like, well, I might as well just do this. I'm here, right? We got a Frenzied Trap Breaker, which is a 3/3 that says you can pay 1 and sacrifice it to destroy a target artifact or enchantment, or whenever it attacks, you get to destroy a target artifact or enchantment defending player controls. Seems very strong. Yeah. Oh, you're sending over the funds now. I appreciate it. And then the rare here for this pack is Sarinth, the Viper's Fang. This is also a thing that I lost my first match to. So the one game that I lost to my opponent played this. And this is absolutely bonkers in limited because it says it's a 3/4 for 4. It says other tapped creatures you control have Death Touch. Other untapped creatures you control have Hexproof. So if they're leaving up blockers, you can't kill them because they have Hexproof. And if they're swinging, whatever you block with is gonna die. Gonna die. So it wrecked me up pretty bad. Yeah, this plus Finn is a pretty silly combo for sure. Got a Plains token and a Tree Folk. Plains token? Did I just say that? I just said that, didn't I? Also, I believe. Is it? I think it is, right? Am I seeing things correctly? Yeah. All of the draft boosters have this art, and all of the set boosters have this art. So they're no longer doing multiple arts on the packaging, is what it looks like as well. So it's kind of interesting. Okay, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There it is. Okay. Shady Traveler, which flips into the Stalking Predator. Firmament Sage, Borrowed Time. Covetous Castaway. And a Fateful Absence. Okay, we'll talk about that in a sec. DTN. Fateful Absence as the rare. Very good removal spell. Just good. 2 mana instant, destroy target creature or planeswalker. They investigate. So you give them a clue token, but like, hey, I got rid of your your 6-drop planeswalker. Goodbye. Right? Just gone. Your promo card for this pack is a Grafted Identity. The additional cost to cast this spell, sacrifice a creature, enchant creature you control, enchanted creature, it gets +1/+1. Interesting. So you get to sack a thing, and then it becomes, and then you get to steal a thing. Oh, we've like bumped the camera here. There we go. We're back. We're back in business. And you get to steal someone's thing, and it makes it bigger. Interesting. Interesting. You made this? No, I made this. Toss, I say. All right. Promo card. Oh, and Ghost Unit. The other thing that you can tell me, I don't know if you're still here, but the other thing you can tell me is if you want your arena codes or not, because I put both of them in there for you. But I didn't know if you wanted them. So anyway, they're in the box. If you don't want them, I'll keep them here and I'll give them away. But if you do want them, they're yours. Absolutely yours. Sent. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. What do we got? What do we got? Yeah, and like, so DTN is saying that your kits were hot. I would say that your kits were like okay. Like they had some good stuff in them. Your set boosters though, holy moly. You don't need the codes? Okay. That's fine. We got a Shady Traveler in the showcase border, which flips, of course, into the Stalking Predator. We got a Hungry for More, an interesting little card. So 2 mana sorcery makes a 3/1 black and red vampire creature token with trample and lifelink and haste, and then you sacrifice it at the beginning of the next end step. A Play with Fire. A Death Bonnet Sprout. I didn't know that there were fungi in this set. Here we are. Here we are, a little fungi. You do want all your commons though, right, Ghost Unit? That was the other thing, is like, if you don't want the commons, it saves me a bunch of shipping, or I guess figuring out how to ship it to you. But like, if you want them, they're yours, right? I mean, like, I'm not going to tell you not to take them, but if you don't want them, it just makes it easier for me to ship it to you. That's all. We've got a Death Bonnet Hulk. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may exile a card from your graveyard. From a graveyard. If a creature card was exiled this way, put a 1/1 counter on this. Interesting. Huh, that's kind of cool. Right? And it's like at the beginning of your upkeep, mill a card. If there are 3 or more creature cards in your graveyard, then you transform it. Interesting. That's kind of cool. And then the rare is Light Up the Night. Yeah. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, like it's definitely no big deal. It's just more complicated for me to work out the logistics of how to pack it to send it. That's all. But it's, I mean, I'll definitely do it. I've done it every other time, right? It's just more along the lines of like, I know that there's some people who are like, I don't want the commons, right? If that's ever the case, just tell me and I just won't ship them, right? Light Up the Night as the rare here. X in red. It deals X damage to any target. It deals X +1 damage instead if that target is a creature or planeswalker. And you can flash it back for 4 and remove X loyalty counters from among planeswalkers you control. If you cast the spell this way, X can't be 0. Whoa, that's super weird. That's a super weird situational card. And a planes and a wolf token. What a situational removal spell. What do we got? What do we got over here? What do we got over here? Whoop, 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 whoop. Flip card is the Morning Patrol. We got a Scab Wrangler. Root Coil Creeper. Ooh, Mysterious Tome. So you pay 2, draw a card, and then transform it, and it transforms into Chilling Chronicle. And you all got to see that rare there, and it's a showcase rare, and it is green and red, so it's obviously going to be a werewolf card, right? Oh no, it's a red and white rare. I was wrong. I was wrong, okay? But it is Rem Carolus, Stalwart Slayer. God, the showcase art, black and white cards, just absolutely, they get me. They get me, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, they're just gorgeous. Got a mountain, a devil token, and a other whatever nonsense token. All right. Wah! Ooh, we got a Dawnheart Rejuvenator, and our flip card is a Harvest Tide Infiltrator. We got a Loyal Griff, little 2/2. Turn another creature you control. Just understand. Oh, neat. That seems neat. Isn't Teferi in this set? Teferi is indeed in this set. Join the dance. A Dawnheart Mentor. Teferi is indeed in this set. I have not seen the Teferi yet, but you did get the emblem in one of your kits, Ghost Unit, so I put it into your kit. Like, I don't normally include the tokens with people's kits because they're just like extra junk for no reason. So I generally don't include the tokens, but like you did get the Teferi emblem, so I threw that in because it's like a rarer token, I guess, is my thinking behind it. We got a Dawnheart Mentor, which means we have a flip rare here because there's no flip uncommon in this pack. So we've got a Smoldering Egg. It's an 0/4 defender for 2. Which says whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, put a number of ember counters on Smoldering Egg equal to the amount of mana spent to cast that spell. Then if Smoldering Egg has 7 or more ember counters on it, remove them and transform Smoldering Egg. Smoldering Egg turns into Ashmouth Dragon, which is a 4/4 flyer that says whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, Ashmouth Dragon deals 2 damage to any target. That's gonna get broken real fast. So for you play that on turn 2, it's an 0/4. You only have to get 4 counters on it. Oh, 7. You have to get 7. But like, you pay this for 2. On turn 3, you play a 3-drop. On turn 4, you play a 4-drop. Both instants or sorceries. You now transform this into a 4/4 flyer that can attack and do 2 damage to anything. That's gonna get broken real fast. We got a Plains. We got a Day token and a... Oh, also, yeah, one of your promo cards, Ghost Unit, was a flip card, but I didn't open it. I just left it, so no one got to see the backside of it, unfortunately, but you will get to see the backside of it, because I left it in its cellophane, so that way you can open it yourself, because I like it. I like the promo cards to stay packed fresh, unless people really want to open them. Ecstatic Awakener. Firmament Sage. Rise of the Ants. Ambitious Farmhand. Okay, this is a flip card I haven't seen yet. So what is this? A 1/1 for 2 mana that says when it enters the battlefield, you may search your library for a basic Plains card, reveal it, and put it into your hand, then shuffle. Coven. So if you have 3 creatures with different powers, you can pay 1 and a white and transform it. And it transforms into Seasoned Cathar, which is a 3/3 lifelinker. It seems mediocre. That seems mediocre. Right, like paying 2 mana for a 1/1 that gets you a Plains is fine, right? But then paying 3 only on a condition to get a 3/3 lifelinker, like that's fine. It's just fine, right? Like, it's not good, but it's not bad. It's just fine. The rare though is the Celestus, which is if it's neither night or day, it becomes day, and the Celestus enters the battlefield. As the Celestus enters the battlefield, you can tap to pay and add 1 mana of any color, or you can pay 3 and tap it. If it's night, it becomes day. Otherwise, it becomes night. Activate only as a sorcery. Whenever day becomes night or night becomes day, you gain 1 life. You may draw a card. If you do, discard a card. Cool little like mechanic for this set. We got an island and we got a clue and a thingamabob. All right. Is Kitchen Fink still in chat? Is he still here? Coolin, my man, are you still kicking around? Is chat working for you? I'm asking for reasons. We got a Lunark Veteran, flips into the spirit. We got Odric's Outrider, Winterhorn Blessing, Covetous Castaway. Hey, he's here. All right. We got a Ghoul Caller's Harvest. There it is. This is the one that flashes back and it makes a whole bunch of tutus. Very good. Switch to your phone. All right. We got a mountain and we got a zombie and such. All right, we need a mythic. I'm blowing on the pack. Giving it luck. Blowing on the pack. Here we go. Let's do this. Baby needs a new mythic. Let's see it. Flip card is the Bait Hook Angler, which flips into the Hook Haunt Drifter. We got a Morbid Opportunist. We got a Faithful Mending. We got a Flame Channeler. And come on, baby. That's an M, baby. We did it. Shot called. See, I blew on the pack. Chef's kiss. We got a mythic. Oh, it's Teferi. Who slows the sunset? There it is. Boom. Wait, I have a thing for this. Got there. Good old Teferi. I'm so glad that worked. I was like, we need to get a mythic here. Let's do this. All right. A Briar Bridge Tracker again. This is the second Briar Bridge Tracker promo we've seen. What a ridiculous card. All right. But before we go, let's not forget Matt's promo packs, right? Or the bonus packs for buying the kit, right? Bonus packs for buying a kit. Let's see what we find. 2 set boosters per kit. Olivia's Midnight Ambush. Look at that bad boy right there. Got that Plains. Commons. Ooh, we got a Sacred Fire. I haven't even seen this uncommon yet. Holy good kit. Yeah. Holy good kit indeed. I agree. We got a Sacred Fire. 2 damage to any target. You gain 2 life. It's basically just like smaller lightning helix. So there it is. Sunrise Cavalier. Tavern Ruffian. Harvest Tide Infiltrator. Covert Cutpurse. And the rare is Fateful Absence. With a foil. Actually, we didn't hit any foils out of that kit. Out of both those kits. We didn't hit a single foil out of 2 pre-release kits. Hey, look, it's a zombie token. We hit no foils. Out of those 2 kits. Those 2 kits for Kazan didn't get a single foil. Huh. Or did we get a foil land? We got a foil land, didn't we? Yeah, we got a foil mountain. Okay. We did hit 1 foil. We hit 1 foil. There's that. That's the Candle Grove Witch. There it is. Cool. Plains. All right. Some commons here. All right. Hungry for more. Vampire Socialite. Absolutely, Brad. Absolutely. We've got a Shady Traveler. We've got a Harvest Tide Infiltrator. You know the deal, Brad. You know how it works. We got an Outland Liberator. Ooh, baby. Ew, baby. Enduring Angel. Mythic. Bam, 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 bam. Wait, I have a... Wait, is it... Ah, Jesus. No, that's not the one. Wait, where is it? Yeah, that's the air horn that I should be using, right? That's just me going bam, 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 right? But it's on the soundboard, so like it's I can talk over it while it's going. Enduring Angel, flying double strike 3/3 for 5. that says you have hexproof. If your life total would be reduced to 0 or less, instead transform Enduring Angel, and your life total becomes 3. Then if Enduring Angel didn't transform this way, you lose the game. Ooh, that's awkward, isn't it? But Enduring Angel becomes a flying with you have hexproof, and its power and toughness are each equal to your life total. And whenever Angelic Enforcer attacks, double your life total. So it's a 3/3 that makes you gain 3 life. So it turns into a 6/6 the first time it attacks. And if you have a way to gain more life before you swing with it, it's a beefy card. That is very cool. $39 CAD. Or $30.75 American, whichever one works for you. We got a foil Bramble Armor. A list card. We finally found one. We finally found a list card. It's gonna be some hot garbage. Ooh, is that just a... Ooh, it's a forest. Neato. Island. We got an island. What's our commons at here? We got the 4 commons. We got Rise of the Ants. Turn the Earth. We got a Dawnheart Rejuvenator in Showcase border. We got a Bird Admirer in Showcase border. So that's the Bird Admirer. I dislike that they didn't put the flavor text on here, because the flavor text really makes this card. But anyway, we got a Lunarch Veteran. Another Mythic. Tainted Adversary. Holy moly. 2 Mythics out of these set booster packs. Tainted Adversary is a 2/3 Death Toucher for 2 that says when it enters the battlefield, you may pay 3 any number of times. When you pay this cost more than 1 or more times, put that many 1/1 counters on Tainted Adversary. Then create twice that many 2/2 black zombie creature tokens with Decayed. Wow. Not as good as the white one. The white one seems real strong because it basically turns itself into like a Georga Warcaller with multi-kicker, right? And it boosts all of your creatures by +1/+1 for every counter on it, which is pretty absurd. This just makes a bunch of 2/2s that end up dying when you attack with them. So I mean, like, you can make a pretty big Alpha Strike with this in limited. And maybe you can do something crazy with this with like a deck that requires you to be killing your own creatures, or like a deck that does something like this is very, very good in an Aristocrats deck, because you make a bunch of 2/2s that when you attack with them, they die regardless of either people block or not. Right. So, I mean, there is that. We got a Return to Nature foil. Oh, that's a list card. That's a list card. How about an Aura Shards? Ooh, what a spicy meatball. Spicy. Wait, there it is. We got there. I remembered. Remember the air horn of Mr. B. We got a Sigarda Splendor as our art card. Got that mountain. We only hit 1 foil land so far out of these set booster packs. It's kind of weird. I figured we would have hit more by now. Arcane Infusion. Thermo Alchemist reprint. Vision of Dominance. Wait. This pack has a commander card in it. There's a rare. There's an extra rare in this pack. Visions of Dominance. There it is. So put a 1/1 counter on target creature. These cards aren't even out yet. I can't even buy these commander decks yet. Look at that. Vision of Dominance. There it is. Why, I know that they do. Wait. Set boosters have commander cards that are not in the precons. What? How is that even a thing? It's a set booster only card? That's terrible. That's terrible. Wow. Okay, well, oh God. MTG Gaming Bob, how's it going? How you doing tonight? Shady Traveler. Curse of Leeches. Oh no. Which turns into Leeching Lurker. Ooh, a 4/4 with lifelink. Very cool. And a foil rare in the last pack, Smoldering Egg. There it is. Well, I think, Kazan, that you made out pretty well here. You got a lot of mythics. You hit a sweet list card of aura shards. You got some decent foils. You hit a foil rare out of your set booster. Your foils were a little lackluster for the kits. Let's be fair. They were a little lackluster for the kits because you only got one foil out of 2 kits, which is pretty low. You just got out of a live stream shouting me out? Oh my goodness. Well, hello. And thank you for the shout out. You didn't have to do that. I appreciate that. We covered the disaster about set collector exclusive commander cards. Yeah, that sounds real bad. That sounds real bad. Also, hi Dobby, how's it going? Welcome. That's real bad. All right, what are we doing here? This is your uncommons. Put that in there like that. Put that on there, put that on there like that. Put this in here like so. Put this in here like that. Put these in here like this. Put that in there like that. Put these codes in here. Okay. And then we gotta write your name on here like so. So that we remember whose this is, so that when I go to mail this stuff out, I know who it is. Zon. There we go. There we go. Okay. Now, I can move these out of the way. Oh yeah, no worries, Gaming Bob. Have yourself a wonderful evening. Thanks for stopping by, and thanks for the shout out over on your stream. Greatly appreciated. I will be right back momentarily. We're just gonna go ahead and get these other things here. Because we got Kulin wanted a thing, so we're gonna get his next. I don't know, Brad, if you've done yours yet or not, but if you send your payment through, I will get it for you. So let's do this and move these over here like that. Grab some kits. Okay, so I don't need my headset on, do I? Don't need my headset on. Don't know why I bothered having my headset on, but here we are. Here we are. Oh, it's MTG Canuck. Holy moly. So, yes, I'm surviving the apocalypse, sir. Good to see you, man. It's been a long time. MTG Canuck and I go way back. We've known each other for a very, very long time. And we actually got to meet and hang out a bunch at GP Toronto in 2018. And we haven't really talked a lot since then. But you know, no fault of his. And no fault of mine, just is more along the lines of, you know, busy, and we haven't really seen each other, so you know, that's just how it goes. So DTN wanted to know about whether I had hit any planeswalkers. We hit a Teferi there, right? I opened this kit last night on CNC Power Hours stream. I was streaming Commander with them. And so I opened this kit up, and we got our promo Lisa. We got a Rock Fall Veil. We got a Augur of Autumn. We got a Curse of Shaken Faith. We got a Adeline, a Resplendent Cathar. Oh yeah, no worries, Brad. Listen, I have more, and the price won't change. So if you want to do one like next week or next month with the patron grab bag stuff, just let me know, right? We can do it later. It doesn't have to be now, right? Just let me know, okay? And then we got a full art Haunted Ridge. We got an Arlen, the Pack's Hope. Oh, you're saying ooh to that. And then we got this. Out of one pre-release kit. That's a foil Renin 7, baby. It was quite the kit. I was like, what is this kit? How did this happen? Yeah, absolutely, Brad. Just let me know, right? Like, there's please never ever anyone feel pressure that they have to, you know, spend the money right now to get the kits. If you're a patron and I have kits left and you would like one, you just have to let me know. We'll work it out. Because, you know, I want you to get the kits. All right, so we've got the kit here for Coolin. Let's do this. Mr. Kitchen Fink, let's do this. Let's see if we can't find Mr. Kitchen Fink some sweet, sweet candy. Some sweet, sweet candy. That white die. We've got 4 green dice, 1 blue die, 1 red die, and 2 white dice. I count to 3 there with the 2, but anyway, whatever. What do we got here? We got that. That's your promo card. Now, Coolin, you're in chat. Do you want your arena code? If you do not want your arena code, just let me know, and I will keep it to give it away to someone. And maybe we'll give one away here on this stream. Who knows? Maybe we'll give one away here momentarily if you just stick around. You don't need the commons. Okay, so you only want the uncommons, the showcase cards, the foils, mythics, and rares. Got it. Okay. We'll keep an eye out for showcase cards, but other than that, we'll make sure we keep our... you know what? I'm going to give you this Evolving Wilds. I don't know if you want it, but it's new art. So you're going to get an Evolving Wilds. Take that. You want me to give the code away? All right, sweet. We got a Bait Hook Angler. Turns into the Hook Angler. We got a Moon Silver Key is the first uncommon. We got a Purifying Dragon. We got a Devoted Graph Keeper, which flips into, of course, the Departed Soul Keeper. Very good stuff. And then you've got a Curse of Shaken Faith as your first rare. There's that sweet, sweet mountain. These lands are absolutely gorgeous. But you did get a foil Lunar Frenzy. There you go. Target creature you control gets +X/+0 and gains first strike and trample until end of turn. Very cool. Very cool. You want the key? Absolutely. Yeah, I can send it. I can send it to you. Absolutely. Yeah. Good thing you caught yourself, because I was gonna give it away in the middle of this box. That's okay. We can give a key away from the ones that Ghost Unit had there, because he's got 2 keys in there and he said he didn't want them. So got a Shady Traveler. Very good stuff. We got a Phantom Carriage, Vampire Socialite, Heirloom Mirror, which flips into, of course, this big old 4/4 demon that you can exile cards from graveyards and put 1/1 counters on it. And oh, how about a Bloodthirsty Adversary Mythic? A 2/2 for 2 mana, haste. When it enters the battlefield, you may pay 2 and a red and any number of times. If you when you pay this cost 1 or more times, put that many 1/1 counters on Bloodthirsty Adversary, then exile up to that many target instance or sorcery cards with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard and copy them. You may cast any number of those copies without paying their mana cost. Whoa. That sounds rad. Yeah, the second coming of Snapcaster. I mean, like, it... Yes and no, right? Because it has a stipulation that the cards have to be 3 or less, right? So you're not going to Snapcaster back, like, Time Warp, right? You're just not. But it's a very good card. Very, very good card. Got that Sweet Swamp. There it is. These lands are so gorgeous. Another foil. We got a Bounding Wolf foil. All right. See, no foils in the last like 2 kits, and then all the foils in Kitchen Fink's kit. That's what this is. It's because they knew he was like, I don't want the commons. Don't give me the commons. I don't want them. And then the deck's like, oh yeah? Well, guess what? You get common foils then. You're getting commons whether you want them or not. Morning Patrol. Ritual of Hope. Contortionist Troop. Village Watch. And an Augur of Autumn. Another great little card here. 3 mana, 2/3. Lets you look at your top card of your library, and you can play lands from the top of your library. And then if you have Coven, you can cast creature spells from the top of your library, which is pretty awesome. Got a sweet little island there, and a clue token. Get a clue, man. For those of you who don't know, every Tuesday I play Commander over on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/MrBevers, where you, the chat, can interact with the game by spending channel points. You accrue channel points just by watching, so it's completely free for you to do so. And you get to do things like, you know, give people treasure tokens, make them draw cards, make them discard cards, make them sacrifice creatures. You can make people attack other people. You can do damage to players. You can give people life. Lots of good stuff. There's lots of fun things that you can do. Although the biggest one these days is a token redemption, where you get to make a token copy of the top, the first non-land permanent off the top of everyone's library. So in play order, they go around and they reveal cards off the top until they reveal a non-land permanent, and then they make a token copy of that card and put all of those cards on the bottom of their library. It's a lot of fun. A lot of fun. We got a Storm Skrillex. And then that means you got a flip rare, which is a Suspicious Stowaway, which is a 1/1 blue that says it can't be blocked. And whenever it deals combat damage to a player, draw a card and then discard a card. And that's the daybound side. But it has a nightbound side. And the nightbound side is a 2/1, which is green. Holy moly, okay. And it says Seafaring Werewolf can't be blocked. And whenever it deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. And it's just a 2/1. Huh. So it's just a 1/1 for 2 that can't be blocked, that draws you a card and then discard, like it's a looter. And then it just turns into a 2/1 that that does the same thing, except you don't have to discard. You don't have to discard. So here's the thing about you saying that it's mono blue. Does it go into a mono blue commander deck? Yeah, the second half is green. It's green. But it doesn't have green in its casting cost or any of its activations. So technically its color identity is still just blue from an aspect of including it in a commander deck, right? Because color identity comes from the not just the casting cost, but the abilities listed on the card. And that's the only thing that I know of that does color identity. So this doesn't say anything about costing you green mana for anything. So it's only ever cast as the front side, but it could enter play as the night side if it's night when you play it. Super weird. That's one for the judges for sure. We got a swamp and we got a foil Harvest Tide Infiltrator, which is cool. Foil flip cards in the showcase border seem really neat. There you go. That's 3 foils out of 4 packs. Not a bad ratio. Not a bad ratio for you, Coolin. What else we got here? Oh, there we go. We got a Candle Grove Witch. And a Bird Admirer flip card. We got an Ominous Roost. Sacred Fire. Beloved Beggar. It's an 0/4 for 2 that says Disturb for 6, and it becomes a 4/4 Flying Vigilance. Generous Soul. All right. Hey, there we go. We got another land. We got a Rockfall Vale. Little green-red land. These lands are great. These lands are going to see play like everywhere. There's no way they won't. I mean, I get it. They might not see play in, like, you know, Legacy or maybe not Modern-ish, but like commander decks are gonna want them for sure because like they're just too good. I mean, the only downside, the only turn that there's a downside to play them is on turn 2, really. So, I mean... Yeah, no worries, DTN. Go for it. Cathar's Call, 6 a.m. these days since the move. Oh my goodness. That's early mornings. Rise of the Ants. We got a Baneblade Scoundrel. And the rare is a Galvanic Iteration. When you cast your next instant or sorcery spell this turn, copy that spell. You may choose new targets for that copy. Flashback. We got a mountain, a zombie, and a burp. All right. 2 set booster packs. Let's do it. 2 set booster packs. Oh, we should look at the promo too, I guess, eh? Hey, it's a promo, Slowgurk. Slowgurk promo. Slow down, you got some Gurk there. We got a... What the heck is that? Fading Hope. That is gorgeous. That's gorgeous art. Who's that by? Rovina Kai. Okay. Very cool art. Mountain. You don't want commons, so I'm not giving you the commons out of here. Don't worry. We got a Phantom Carriage. We got a Faithful Mending. We got a Reckless Stormseeker. Wow, that's cool. Beginning of combat on your turn, target creature you control gets +1/+0 and gains haste until end of turn. Wow. I haven't seen this card before. That's very good. And it turns into a 3/4. Oh, this is a rare. That's why. Okay. At the beginning of combat on your turn, target creature you control gets +2/+0 and gains trample and haste until end of turn. Holy moly. That's a rare. My goodness. Tavern Ruffian. We've got a Gale Drifter. Didn't we already... You got one of these out of this pack, didn't you? Am I wrong? No, you got it out of the other pack. Okay. Gale Drifter. And then your rare for the pack is a flip rare, which is Denic Pious Apprentice, which flips into Denic Pious Apparition. And your foil for the pack is a Shipwrecked Sifters. And you get that nonsense there. All right. Here we go. Can we get another Mythic? Let's do it. Okay, I blew on it a bunch. Let's see. We got a Noble Geist Infiltrator. Intruder. There it is. That's a foil island, though. God, they're so gorgeous. The camera doesn't do it justice. That's all I'm going to say. The camera doesn't do the foiling of these cards justice. But I mean, like, the fact that you can see the foiling so well on the embossing around the color is just gorgeous. But the whole card is foiled. So, like, the art is foiled as well, which is nice. Gives it this nice kind of sheen to it. It's very cool looking in foil. We got Unruly Mob. Unruly Mob. We got an Ominous Roost. We got a Scab Wrangler. We got a Tireless Hauler in Showcase border, which flips into the Dire Strain Brawler or whatever. Bird Admirer in the alternate art. And a Bird Admirer in not alternate art. And then a Harvesttide Infiltrator. And your rare is a Dire Strain Rampage, which is a 3 mana, 1 red-green. Destroy target artifact, enchantment, or land. If a land was destroyed this way, its controller may search their library for up to 2 basic land cards, put them onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. Otherwise, its controller may search their library for a basic land card, put it onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. Interesting. So it's a removal spell that lets you blow up a land if you want, but if you do, they get 2 lands. But if you blow up anything else, they also just get land. So it's not a bad little removal spell, but also it could be used to ramp yourself, which is kind of cool. So you could spend 3 and target your own land and get 2 lands for the price of 1. If you're like stuck on like 3 lands or 4 lands and you need that 5th land, you can blow up one of your own lands for 3 mana and get 2, which is basically just like a Harrow, right? Just Harrow. It's kind of neat, but it has flashback. And you got a foil Shady Traveler, which is a foil flip card, which flips into the Stalking Predator. We didn't get the Mythic. I blew on it and nothing. We got the Devil token though. There it is. So there you go. That's it. That's all. That's it, and that's all. Wait, we can give away a code. Who wants a code? Anybody want a code? If you stuck around this long, look at that. There's an arena code. This is an arena code from our good friend Ghost Unit, who said they didn't want their codes. So go ahead and type that in. It's good for 6 packs of Midnight Hunt on Arena. You can go ahead and enter it in, and you can only redeem one of these per account. So there it is. You are welcome, Coolin. You are very welcome. I'm going to put this all into the box here for you now. Let me just get this all boxed up. Congratulations on your pulls. Thank you so much for letting me open your product for you. And that's not just for you, Coolin, but for everybody out there who did. I really appreciate it. I mean, it's one of those things. Like, I love cracking packs, and one of the ways I can do that is through all of you. So thank you so much, everybody. This is your code, Coolin. It's now in your box here. Your art cards. Put those in there as well. Okay, great. You don't want those, so that's fine. Let me write your name on here, though. We got Kitchen Fink. There it is. Fink. There we go. Perfect. And that's going to be it for the stream today, then. 2 hours, not too shabby. We opened a whole bunch of packs. We saw some really good pulls. We got to do a bunch of good stuff for our patrons. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. I've been your host, MrBevers. I hope you all have a wonderful Thursday evening, or, go get yourself some sleep if it's that time for you. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all next time. And as always, may your pulls ever be better.